What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the New York Yankees versus Toronto Blue Jays Major League Baseball matchup going down Sunday, September 7th, 2025. If you're looking for my best bets, the games that I absolutely love, including my MLB pickoff play, which is on a 66% run in the last month, as well as my NFL plays for week one, make sure that you jump on and use the promo code PICK at checkout, 15% off your purchase at Pickdawgz.com and by clicking the Experts tab at the top of the page. But let's get to this one between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. For the Toronto Blue Jays, it's Max Scherzer listed as a starter in this one, while the Yankees will counter with a Max of their own, Max Fried, getting the start here. And the thing with Max Fried is that he's been fairly solid. He had a little bit of a rough stretch. Earlier on in the month of August. And just like I said, really was having a hard time sort of putting it all together. And he started to right the ship. I mean, if you look at his last three starts, Fried is allowed to combine 2 runs across 20 innings of work. The Yankees are 2-0 in those 3 starts. The strikeout numbers there, the control's still a little bit off for Fried, which is a little bit of a concern for me. And like I said, if he is pitching well, but you look at his numbers, like I said, in those 3 starts, he's given up a combined 8 walks. You're facing a Toronto Blue Jays team that, yes, they're facing a lefty here, but still have decent numbers against lefties this season. Their walk rate is still solid. They don't have a high strikeout rate against left-handed pitching. And I think they can get some runs off of Fried, who they have done so against already twice this season. In 2 starts against the Blue Jays in Toronto, Fried gave up a combined 10 runs, 8 earned across 11 1/3 innings of work back in July. And back in, late April, when Fried was on an absolute tear and the Blue Jays were a little bit slow out of the gate, he did hold him to 1 unearned run across 5 hits and 6 innings of work at home in his own start at home against Toronto. So we're sort of making note of that. But I still think the Jays can get to Fried for a few runs here. I also think the Yankees can get to Max Scherzer, who was on a nice run of form, but has now allowed 4 runs total. 4 runs in each of his last 2 starts at home. 2 home runs combined in each of his last 2 starts at home. 8 home runs across his last 7 starts, at least 1 homer in 6 of his last 7. And we know how potent this Yankees lineup can be offensively. You look at their numbers in the last 2 weeks against righties. Second in team OPS, they're hitting .255. The isolated power numbers are through the roof. They're hitting home runs left and right like they're going out of style. So for me in this one, I think it may just be a square play, it may just be the first look, but for me it's the overall day in this game. Like I said, I think we're just going to get some runs. I'm surprised this total didn't open around 9.5, but to see 8.5, I'm fine with that. I'll take the over 8.5 between the Blue Jays and the Yankees, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.
Hey, thanks for watching this till the end. Are you ready for elite level information? So if you're a bigger bettor, you deserve access to our best data. Our VIP team can provide you exclusive access to cutting edge intel from elite betting groups worldwide, giving you an edge in pregame, at post, closing line value, and halftime wagering. Get a free consultation now. Call or text this number and make sure you use this code. Expect to speak with Eric or Costi.